All right. We should be live now. How's it going, everybody? We're going to be playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 today, as you can see. The same game we play every day. Because it's the game of infinite side quests. Infinite, mundane, sticker collecting side quests. But maybe, just maybe, after 174 billion years, I might have just finally gotten to the point where today I might be finished with the side quests. No more stickers that I have to collect. No more inventory management of some storage area. Yeah, no preparing taxes. Yeah. And all the other various extraordinarily mundane things that we had to do for side quests. I'm trying to think of, like, I mean, the sticker quest was probably genuinely one of the worst offenders, but there were so many that were like right along the same. I mean, how many side quests did we have that were this exact side quest? We're low on ether cylinders. Arrange for us to get ether cylinders. But it starts by, here's how it starts. It starts by them you have to walk up to someone who's some yellow text, and then they go, man, we're low on ether cylinders. If only there was something someone anywhere could do about the really low amount of ether cylinders we have. Then we go, wow, we got the scoop. We got to go to the dining room table and talk about our feelings. Then we have to go over to a table, sit down, and talk about our feelings. Then we're like, yo, did you hear that? They were talking about being low on ether cylinders. And it's like, yeah, that's not good. What could be done about that? It's not like they can't be low on ether cylinders. How will they run their levnesses? I don't know. Levnesses are very important. Yeah, maybe we should do something about it. I mean, ether cylinders are very important. And like 5 more minutes of that sort of dialogue. And then they're like, I got an idea. Why don't we ask them if there's something we could do to help? And they're like, that's a great idea. I agree. I also think that's a great idea. Yeah, I think that's a great idea too. And we should definitely go talk to him. Yeah, so let's go talk to him. That's unironically the level of dialogue of some of these fucking side quests. They're clearly were not written by the same people who did the main quest. Then you go to talk to them and they're like, hey, I heard that you were low on ether cylinders. It's like, yeah, we are low on ether cylinders. We use our ether cylinders to power our levnesses. We really need more ether cylinders. It's like, I wonder, is there anything we could do to help you get more ether cylinders? You would do something to help us get more ether cylinders. That's so selfless. Thank you very much. Like, but what can be done to get us more ether cylinders? I don't know. Maybe we could just beat someone up and take them. That's a stupid idea, Lance. Let's think of something else. Like, what if we asked someone else for ether cylinders? Wow, but who could we ask? I have an idea. You should ask these people for ether cylinders. It's like, okay, so we're gonna go ask those people for ether cylinders. That sounds like a good idea. You go ask those people for ether cylinders. Yeah, I also think that's a good idea.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
And I'm reading this shit out loud, doing this quest, and I'm like, motherfucker, this is the 10th fucking time I've had to go fetch someone some fucking ether cylinders. Why the fuck do we have to have a conversation like this every fucking time? You can't be serious. Like I like whoever the B team was in charge of writing the some of the side quests in this game genuinely had zero writing experience. It was like a small idiot child did it.
Is this like a rare thing? Is this what you wanted?
Shanoa, we got the stuff. Oh, thank you. Leave the rest to me. And that should be that. Meh. Third test start. Buddy blaster fire. Notice how he said third test? Yes, I've had to do the same thing multiple times over. Multiple times I had to basically do the same thing with a small variation because the other tests failed, so we just had to keep trying. And dude, did you really need to make me watch that whole thing? It's friend with Dork? That means it worked, right? Man, big success. Yes, we did it. Just a little more work, and you'll be perfect, Dork. You'll be a big, strong, kind Levness to protect everyone. Thank you all for your help so far. Anytime. Now, Dork, construction moved to phase 10. Only thing left to work of Rapapa and team for final adjustment. I'm quite invested now, dear, so I'd like to stay till the end, if that's alright. That would be great. Rapapa make finish in time of blink. Looking forward to it. Yeah, have fun and good luck. Did they just really good luck, have fun us?
Hey, that's not your everyday job.
That's one thing I forgot to mention is the fucking terrible dated slang in this game. In a game that takes place in a magical world that has nothing to do with us. They say things like totes.
Whatever happened to not being careless?
And noob. And what was on one of the worst ones where I was just like, oh god, like it was cringing so hard. What was it? Dude, I can't remember. Did I take a screenshot of it?
space between the origin substrates. Yeah.
Huh?
Remember, have you not succumbed to Mobius's power before? Knowledge and through or did in state.
No, no, no. I don't. Dude, I like that dude's face there. No, it doesn't look like I have it. I don't think I screenshotted it. Oh well. What was it?
Is that what I think it is?
Don't assume they're pushovers.
I can do this with my eyes
That was spectacular.
closed. And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
What was it?
This isn't worth our time. We're staying another notch on my belt. Whew. That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP.
Yeah, I can't remember.
You were all thinking it.
It was incredibly new age slang. And it was just like, oh. It was like the equivalent of her calling someone a zoomer or some shit as an insult. It is like, what the fuck? What? Why are you referring to a fucking generation of people that doesn't even exist in your world? Like it was that level of bad. I just can't remember what it was.
Looks like a pretty rare specimen. Don't assume they're pushovers.
Get it.
Pretty much what I expected.
I'd say we were moving in sync, right, Tyon?
All right. I wonder if there's like a.
I should write this all down. Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
Cap. Was it Cap? I asked for a list of new slang. It might have been Cap or no Cap. It might have been something that fucking crazy. I can't remember. That's not the specific one I'm thinking of, but that is definitely, it was among that level, and it might have actually said that in the game. I don't remember. It would be the equivalent of saying sus. Right? It's like that shit just, that's... Like, let me ask for more. Like, that's one, can you give... Not a question mark. Goated. Emboshi. Which isn't new. Stan, yikes. Yikes isn't new. Slime.
Every day's a training day.
What is girl math? What the fuck? A joke about mental gymnastics people justify spending?
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
Mothering is not new. Have they said zoomies and big chillin'? Big chillin'? Because that's listed here, and I feel like they did say that in the game.
Huh? Hey, did you guys hear something?
Fumbled the bag is definitely not new. Vibing. That is one thing they definitely said in the game. But I don't know if that's new or not. It feels new. I don't remember people saying it.
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
Alright, boy math. The joke about the way guys justify things illogically. What? Why would that be a boy specific thing? I don't think that's at all gendered. I think both sides do that pretty much illegal. Big yikes. I feel like they might have said something like that.
Gotta keep nice and limber.
Maybe I could get
When did night fall? Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
find it. Totes is definitely something they said. But I can't remember.
Is that what I think it is?
The specific one I was thinking of, though. All right. No, we need that for something else. Oh wait, do we? No, that's something else. Actually, I need to go to a fireplace and then look up where to find that stupid shit at.
write this all down.
You know, like I'm finding on the internet is people talking about the stuff like where they say spark and snuff. That's not as bad. I dislike that too, but that's not as bad when they use modern slang that was invented within the last 10 years. Like, and it's cringy slang at that too. That's the worst part. They'll use like modern slang invented within the past 10 years and it's fucking cringy. And I'm just like, oh. Why?
I'm getting peckish. Do we have any snacks?
You know, a lot of people, they complain about like pronouns and shit like that in video games because it takes them out of the game and it's weird. This slang thing is the exact same thing for me, except it's not as bad technically because it's not in there specifically for some political agenda to try to manipulate people. So I guess that makes it not quite as bad. It's just in there because of bad writing when it comes to the slang. But it's like it's instantly pulling like me out. It oh yeah, I was figuring maybe in order to get the second one, I'm not gonna look it up just yet. Maybe I have to equip her to get the second bit of dialogue, yellow dialogue. Because I only got one bit of the yellow dialogue. I walked through the whole place. So it's like either the person didn't spawn in or I need to do something weird. I think it's most likely that they just didn't spawn in. This game is kind of buggy when it comes to spawning in people, it seems. I should have taken a screenshot of that damn dialogue. I didn't forget it. I thought I might have. That's why I went in there and looked at this. I thought I might have. It's not this. I took this because of her fucking face. Tried to get the perfect view. So I took a bunch of them.
Knowledge and through origin. Knowledge and
Be very lucky. You can pack that in.
State of affairs.
Dude, that stinks. And Eno's face in this. It genuinely, it could be one of these videos that has the terrible, terrible dialogue. Like the life-endingly bad.
So you let me.
Some of these I pressed the button to say missed something and I wanted to go back and watch it a little bit. It's what probably most of them are. And then there's the butt ones. Ahoy, welcome to the next challenge, Men of the Sea. Booty calls. Bring me the highest quality booty and I'll judge it. Oh my fuck. A screenshot of that one. I told you they had capping. I don't know if they said it in that manner though. Did they? I don't remember. Let me see if I could look it up. Xenoblade. Because I might have been taking that picture just for the screenshot, for the code. Armu, no, Xenoblade 3. Script, maybe? No, dialogue. Dialogue. Capped. Because they did say cap at some point. But this might have been referring to like an actual something was capped. Let's put in the name Shiner. Control F cap. Yeah, this is not. This was just a code. Got me doing. It definitely said something like that at one point, though. We can delete these because these were like me, so I didn't have to remember. Gasp! All the food's completely gone. Yo, look at her face. That's me when I hear some of this fucking game's dialogue.
That mean you're.
Wait. It's them again.
Ha! We found you! What?
Cahoots.
Stop being wrong!
That mean you're.
Really fishy. Dude, Cena's face is so stupid. I love it.
Please, to place trust in.
Oh, this was a good line of funny dialogue for a DLC character, though. Flabber of Eno utterly gasted. Gob thoroughly smacked. Even though she's saying, like, gobsmacked and all that other stuff, it's just kind of funny. Because she's like, I don't even consider her a real part of the game. She's like a DLC additional thing. Eno lacked capability to show deserved amount of proper respect. Yo, this is a like cleaning up the color correction and stuff. That's a good thumbnail right there. That's a good thumbnail right there. That's everything for sure. I know I intended to screenshot it, but I guess I never did. The one that was just like literally saying something like "you cap him" or something that fucking level of garbage. I was like, oh, they said that, huh? They do the oof, like they'll literally say oof.
Don't you think it's about time
They'll
for a
do
meal?
that too, but that's not as bad. All right.
Starting to get hungry now.
So we gotta go look it up.
I've been craving some downtime.
Let's keep things on a tight.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Why wouldn't I go like a huge amount outside of the colony? I did even come out here, remember? But I just didn't come far enough. Unfucking believable. There's never a reason to come out here, dude.
I'm getting peckish. Do we have any snacks?
I don't think I said hi to you yet, Private Tomcat. Hi, how's it going?
Let's have a little huddle up.
Sorry I've got this wrong, but everyone in the colony load is talking about your birthday, Alexandria. Oh, it's not my real birthday, of course. Oh yeah, of course, because that's actually makes sense. We wouldn't want to Commander's homecoming date to become common knowledge now, would we? Yeah, we don't want to show weakness. I get you, I do. But birthday, Alex. Birthdays are just special. Keep your own special actual birthday a secret. That's pretty tragic. You think I'm tragic? Tragic if we can't celebrate with you, yeah? What a nice thing to say, Uni. But your exact age being kept a mystery brings problems of its own, because now that your people who wonder this year if your final term before homecoming. Yeah, you're right, there are, and things have changed in the meantime. Well, this is just my opinion, but I think it's a bit harsh to make people who care about you have to worry every year that it's going to be your last year. People who care about me, I suppose so. That's what I think. If it wasn't familiar with the situation, I fear that I might not be able to spend more time with you. Oh, yes, I see. If I were to depart on a crucial mission never to return, that would be less than ideal. That would actually be quite scary. Okay, Alex, calm down. I need to talk to Chickadee about this. I understand. Strange, I can't get a connection. Maybe she's busy. That's probably the first time, though. You could try to visit her in person. Not going to work. I'm afraid I'm traveling with you. It's fine. We'll just be together. We'll just go together. Then whereabouts of the colony? Where should we like? It's better to find as soon as possible. Oh my god, yes, I get it. We gotta go fucking find the girl. Alright then, if you don't mind accompanying me until we find Chickadee. Oh my god, stop saying we have to fucking find her. Gee. I got it the first time. You didn't have to say it in 10 different ways afterwards. And someone sat down and took the time to write that shit and said, yeah, I like how that flows. No idea where your little favorite is, I'm afraid. What a way to talk after I've come especially to see you. I never asked you to, Alex. And I thought we were friends. So cruel. Are you pulling my leg? This is just a surprise party. I'm gonna have to deal with this shit until they say surprise. Of course I am. I treasure your little chats. Okay, because you're term mates. We're term mates, and I'll tell you this. I'm the only one who can put up with your attitude problem, so you'd better appreciate me. Sequoia, are you actually jealous? Is that why you're so cruel to Chickadee? What? No, I don't want to suffer fools. Still, let me know when you do find her. Now trot on. You're cluttering up the space. I'll come back and spend some quality time with you soon. Don't put your back out.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
This is all just a big thing. All a big setup to go, surprise, it's a birthday party, woohoo. Not seen Chickadee. Curses. Any idea where she might be? Why is she so scary? Is she scary? Sorry, no. That's okay. We'll just keep going. Say, if you find her, Alex, yes, happy birthday. It's my birthday yet. It's not my birthday yet. Have you forgotten the day? I remember, just wanted to say. Okay, now she's the total opposite of scary. You're an odd one. Like, we don't need someone. I mean, I guess we do need someone saying when she's scary and not scary, because it doesn't come through. Not even in the slightest. It's like watching a person like fail to win a game of checkers against a small idiot child, then try to figure out which, like, it's like, this appears to be something called a square. Which hole should I put it in? The one that's round or the one that's a square hole? Ah, the round one. Definitely the round one. Why won't it fit? Oh. And then like some other character looks at them and goes, wow, they're so brilliantly smart. And it's like, well, I'm glad you fucking told me they were smart, because I wouldn't have figured it out based on the fucking shit that you wrote to show me they're smart. Sorry, do you have an idea where we might find Chickadee? Chickadee, yeah, I saw her leaving the north gate. Not sure for what though. Come on, surely I've talked to enough people. What? Do I really have to go there? Chickadee hasn't come this way. You haven't been fighting again, have you? Again? No, nothing like that. Sorry, I couldn't resist. You just spent so much time with her. I'm a bit jealous, that's all, honestly. Anyway, did we send out a search party? No, that won't be necessary. It would just cause her needless worry. Still, not good optics for the lieutenant to be AWOL, is it? Your claws are well and truly out today, Shell. You think? Then I guess you'd better pay me a bit more attention. If I hear from her, I'll send you the word. It's the word.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
The word. Send out the word. All right, now let's go talk about our feelings. We talked about our feelings about the birthday party, which led to us talk this bullshit. Now we gotta talk about our feelings about this bullshit. Riveting. The mystery of the lost lieutenant.
I've been craving some downtime.
Let's waste our time by sitting at this dining table and going over the things we already fucking know.
Hey, so can we talk?
Where's Chickadee flown off to then? Somebody saw her leaving the colony in the north gate. There's nothing there except warehouses. Nobody's been there. Well, in that case, what's further beyond? Oh, I wonder. Do you have an idea? I think so. Anyways, you've been a great help to me. Oh, let me guess. Don't tell me. Now you're going to toddle off on some secret errand of your own. I don't have any confirmation I'm right. I can't drag you along. You really saying this now? This is about the worst sparking time to go off on your own. Lance has the right of it. Why is it so important for you to go do this alone? This is my business. I think at this point it's all of our business. Your decisiveness is one of your strong points. But your willingness to accept help is a distinct flaw. I can't argue with that. You're obviously in a hurry, so why not just tell us what you know? There's a rare flower that grows there. Chickadee will have gone to pick it. Why the fuck did we need all that shit in the middle? All the going around and talking to extra people. We're coming back here and talking about this shit. We could just... So when we talk to the person who went to the North Gate, she'll be like, well, what's to the North Gate? And she's like, oh, wait, I have an idea. Instead, we do all the extra talk. Then we come here and we talk about a bunch of dumb shit. Then she says she knows what it is, but she's not going to tell us. Then we talk about why she's not going to fucking tell us and how that's not a good idea because we need to come along with her. And then after all that, she's finally going to fucking tell us. Why are you wasting my time? What kind of flower? Is this for your birthday? I assume so. When we first came across it, she asked me not to tell anyone. And there's the affirmations. That's annoying too. Where like someone's like, I don't think this is a good idea. I agree. I also don't think this is a good idea. Yeah, that does seem like a bad idea to me. Like I don't need every fucking character to pipe up and talk about how it's a bad idea. One was enough. 2 was a lot. 3 is way too fucking many. They'll do that kind of shit. When we first came across it, she asked me not to tell anyone. She found meaning in keeping it a secret, that it was like her good luck charm. Yeah, that's the other thing I hate about this. Main characters, this is not a problem with the side quest writing, by the way. This happens with the main quest writing too, by the way. So, like, all my complaints so far have just been about whoever's writing the side quest. But this is a thing I don't like that the main quest does so much too. These heroes like to keep a lot of fucking secrets. Now, she's talking about a character doing that kind of thing and it leading to something bad or whatever. Or, I don't know. But, like, the heroes keep a lot of secrets from each other for no reason. Like, what? Why didn't... tell people what she just saw? Like, why is she what? Like, that kind of stuff happens too much. It's like in a horror movie. They're walking down a hall and like someone like looks into a room and in the room they see like a goblin go and they're like, oh my god, and then they look away and then they look back and the goblin's not there anymore and they're like, and they're like, hey, what, did you see something? Yeah, what did you just see? Like, it was nothing, I guess. And they don't even fucking check out the room. Right? It's like, what are you doing? Yeah, you got a fucking goblin behind your party, you fucking idiots. That kind of stuff happens in this game too much. So I'd criticize all the writing when it comes to that. I've never liked that sort of writing in anything. I mean, I don't mind it a little tiny bit because some people are like that. I've seen multiple people like that. The worst I've seen was two people who were married to each other, and both of them were like that. Both of them would not say things that they should say that they knew, and it would constantly lead to conflict between them. And I straight up told them one day, I was like, you know, if you guys were more honest with each other and told each other things instead of just keeping it to yourself for no reason, y'all would argue a lot less. Like, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean? What do I mean? Like, y'all remember when you were arguing about such and such? He knew that the whole time. And then when you were arguing about such and such, she knew that the whole time. Like, y'all do that too damn much. Like, why are you keeping it to yourself? Like, it's not like it's a secret. It's not like you gain anything by keeping it to yourself. I don't know. So some people do that. But when like all the characters do it, it makes me feel like the writers do it themselves, and so they just think everyone's that type of person. Where there's types of people who will try to make sure that people know things that are relevant, and then there's people like me who overly share. Like they'll have the people who don't share enough in this game. That's very common. But there's no one in this game who overly shares. Not a single character. They all either don't share enough or share just enough. But none of them overly share. My mom's on her way. It's here. I'll take a short break to help her for a bit. It'll only be a short break though. Oh no, I'm sorry we made you spill the beans on that one. Don't worry about it. It's an easy exchange for Chickadee's well-being, and I couldn't ask. Like, why are you sorry she spilled the beans? She was keeping a pointless secret because it made her feel good? I couldn't. Like, that's what I remember that now. When I'm thinking about that, I'm remembering that, because that's what I asked at one point, those two specific people. I'm like, do you guys not share sometimes with each other because you think that it makes you feel good to know something that the other person doesn't know? I remember that. They both ended up being mad with me. But at the same time, they didn't do it as much after that, so perfect example of sharing actually solving some fucking issues instead of trying to keep it all bottled up. Like, there was no reason for me not to say those types of things other than like risking a possible friendship type of thing. But it's something they needed to know. They were both doing that shit. And it was constantly creating arguments that did not need to happen. And I couldn't access the situation impartially. As Tyon says, I've never been good at relying on others. And I've always been the type of person who thinks that honesty is the best policy. And I tend to try to be honest to a fault. And, you know, everybody makes mistakes and doesn't like meet ideals. That's why they're ideals, right? But I try to be as honest as I can and be as good as I can when it comes to all that stuff. But it's like pretty rare. Like I like, even when I was a kid, I remember doing stuff like I was trying to fill a vase or a vase. I don't know, I still to this day don't know which way you're supposed to pronounce that. And I couldn't fill it in the sink. So I remember going into the tub and trying to fill it in the tub, and I dropped it and broke it. So then I cleaned it up and I threw it away. And the very first thing that I did when my mom came home was say, "Hey mom, I broke that vase that was in the closet, sorry." And she's like, "What?" Like, all right. It was like, I didn't have to tell her that. It was in the closet. It might have been years. She might have never noticed that that shit was broken. But it was the very first fucking thing I said when she came home. Now, I'm not... And sometimes, like I said, I am honest to a fault where it causes problems because I didn't need to share that much. But at the same time, I do hold back on things and understand that some things just need to not be said. Like, there was a couple and we were over at their house, me and some friends. And for some reason, I had noticed that there was something that would happen. It wasn't some reason, but I would notice that there was something that would happen for some reason. And it would only happen with one person. Whenever this guy's girlfriend would bend over and the dog was around, the dog quite often would start humping the air. Anybody else could bend over. Girls and boys and whatnot could bend over. And I mentioned this, not to everyone, but I mentioned this to one of my friends. I was like, dude, isn't it weird? Did you notice that when she bends over, that dog will start trying to hump the air? He's like, no, not really. I was like, it's only with her. It won't happen with anybody else. And so the next time we were over there, he paid attention. And, well, it wasn't the next time. It was a few times later. And she happened to bend over to do a thing, and the dog started humping the air. And he's like, he does that thing. Like, he taps. He's like, oh, pointing. I'm like, yeah. And I was like, watch this. And a little bit later, I was like, watch this. And I get up and I bend over a little bit right in front of the dog. The dog doesn't do shit. And he had his girlfriend with him. She didn't know about it. And so he's like, hey, go bend over by that dog. And she's like, what? Why? And he told her why. And she ended up doing it. Dog didn't do anything. So me and my friend, we didn't say shit. Now, you know why we didn't say shit? Because this is a soul-crushing thing that has been discovered. There are one of two scenarios that are going on right now. That dog is either humping that girl without the knowledge of her boyfriend, and if he was told that, that would destroy him. That would be something he would think about for the rest of his life and be like fucked up for the rest of his life. If she's that type of person, she's gonna do something else that's fucked up, and he's gonna leave her anyways soon enough, right? If he doesn't know, then that means at some point she's going to do something else and he's going to break up with her or something either way later. And it's better for him to know to break up with her for whatever that other thing is than to break up with her because he's like, wow, she's humping my dog. And then like lose confidence in himself, deal all like have all the shit, the fucked up shit that's going to come with that. Like that, all the other shit she could do, like she cheats on him and he breaks up with her for that, that's a better thing to happen to him. For him to find out she cheated with a dude and he breaks up with her for that, that is a lot better for, like a lot better scenario than someone going, hey, she's doing a dog. And all that came, I didn't have to think about that. That's just obvious to me. And it was obvious to my friend. We didn't even discuss it. It was just obvious. The other scenario that's obvious, that equally you don't want to bring up, is that they were into that shit together. They were into that sort of kink together. And that sort of shit needs to stay in the bedroom. They ain't none of our business. Their bedroom business is none of our business. It's technically a legal business, but it ain't my business. Like, that shit is not my business, and I don't want the awkwardness of having to talk about that kind of shit. So that's nothing to bring up. So those are one of the two scenarios that was likely. The anything else was far less likely, since it was always only happening with that one person. Anything else was a lot less likely. And so and then there's the you know, one of, like, I guess the third most likely thing, but still not as likely, is that the dog for some reason built that sort of relationship with her mentally, but only with her. You know what I mean? Like, and nothing has ever happened, but it's just like the dog thinks that way. It has a crush on just her for some reason, in a weird way, which obviously that would, I mean, it's a possibility, but it's not likely based on the shit that was going on. Either way, it doesn't really matter. None of this stuff, there's no benefit at all to the person in telling them that. You're just hurting the person. So neither of us said anything. But of course, my friend's girlfriend gleefully, the same day, told that guy. And she is the type of person to keep a secret, by the way. So I wonder what her motivation behind telling him that was. And it had the exact effect I knew it would. He started hating his dog. He gave his dog away. He hated her, but he couldn't prove it, so he didn't break up with her. And then later on, he found out she was cheating on him, and then he broke up with her for that. So it worked out exactly the way I thought it would work out. Which is why I never said anything. Because the only difference would have been between me not saying something and saying something is he would have broke up with her still in the same time frame still, except he wouldn't have fucking hated his dog and gave his dog away, and for the rest of his life remember, hey, I had that one girlfriend who fucking cheated on me with my dog. But yeah, I don't know. I can tell sometimes when I'm supposed to just keep my mouth shut about a thing. I do overly share on things I don't need to, because I think the information is relevant and it could help people. Sometimes it's not. I do make that mistake, but I don't always make it. But whoever writes for this game, they are their complete opposite. They're the type of person who just keeps things secret for no fucking reason, and it ends up causing conflict. That's something, though, if you're aware of it. Oh, that's my mom. I'll be right back. No floofing. All right, I'm back. I'm just eating this real quick. My mom dropped off a little food. Go. Wow. 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 Okay, go. Back to the game. The old you wouldn't have picked up on something like that, I reckon. Lands? So yeah, just take it in one step at a time. Well, thank you. The monsters there aren't so strong. They'll threaten enough to pose a clockwork problem with the chickadee. Why are they still talking? Let's go find her. It was already decided that we were going to go get her.
Break time's over.
And then they just kept talking. I don't know what Steam Boom make me famous though. Oh, I see. Yeah, those comments like don't even exist to me.
Chickadee, please be safe.
Quick, to Yuno's rise.
Like they're in and out of existence the same way a gust of wind is. As long as it's not several times back to back, you tend to not even bother acknowledging it. Or particularly strong, you know. It's not as harmful as like the stuff on Rumble though. I haven't seen the stuff on Rumble for some time, so maybe they finally took care of it.
Oh, that's a rare
But the
one.
stuff on Rumble, like the people straight up putting links in Rumble saying, go here to do this thing. And I'm like, But they were often all like scam links. Like you could tell just based on the things that someone was saying that it was linking to. It's like, why do I have to go through the effort of deleting scam links from my damn Rumble chat? Why do you allow people to post scam links in the first place?
Sure I did, Sana. You look great.
So they might have finally resolved that, because now that I think about it, it's been some time since the last time that happened. It used to happen several times a day. The problem is it's a hyperlink Vepper. If it's something like that foster coding thing, you have to like manually type that in. You can copy paste and delete something to make it work, but you can't just click on the message and then it takes you to the channel. I mean, it takes you to the thing. Whereas on Rumble, it's a hyperlink. If someone's trying to like do something and they accidentally click on that link, they probably just downloaded a virus. That's why that shit made me so mad. Chickadee. It's coming from over there.
Seems like we'll have to loop around from the right.
Then we dash all the way up.
Yeah, let's just take our time. Maybe we should go talk about her feelings first before we try to save her from the dogs.
Nasty fog.
This isn't worth our time.
I can see it with my eyes closed. First blood.
Oh, just as planned, eh, Tyon? Impulse way. Yeah, you need.
Yeah, but like the one, like the message on the Twitch chat that you were commenting about, ain't nobody doing that shit. Like that shit's meant for me, and I ain't doing it, and there ain't no way my damn chat's doing it. Like there ain't no way to accidentally do it. You have to go out of your way to try to do it. So I don't even bother deleting the message unless they started spamming my chat messages, and then it makes it so I can't read other people's messages, or it was to something profane, like those ones like that, like sex workers would come in and start trying to post their shit on my content. Like I try to get those deleted.
That should about do us for now.
Yeah, Vepper. It's like they finally figured out that their bots need to not spam people. Like just one message. We post anything more than that, we'll get banned, and we get banned sometimes even for one. Like,
This fog thing is something else.
hop, hop, hop. Excuse me. My Amazon Prime thing is coming up. This is, I think, the first year that I have to pay the massively increased price,
Don't mind if I do.
because I had kind of gamed the system and got like early, so I was only paying like $90 or something like that, which what it used to be.
Decent, right?
But now Amazon Prime is like $150 or some fucking absurdly high marked up price.
Quite a rare sight.
And that's a few days away, and I'm like, oh, fucking Amazon makes enough money from me. They don't need that shit. They didn't need to. And I don't use any of their fucking services. I don't use their Prime Video or their fucking music or any of that other shit. I just want the delivery. $120? Oh, hell no. It is not 120. Okay. Membership and subscription. Oh, Prime membership. Here it is. It's $140. The last time I paid for it, it was $90. Because like I said, when I found out they were raising the price, like I gamed the system and got like way ahead. So I had a long ass subscription under only $90. But now I finally have to, and it's funny too, I think it went up to 120 and I still hadn't had to pay only anything other than the 90, and then I think they raised it again to the 140, and now for the first time I have to pay more than the what I used to pay, which was the 90.
Whoa, got a rare dude on
Like those
right here.
motherfuckers. It's to the point now where I don't know, like maybe I need to cancel one membership.
That's a rare one.
I need to look at it. Like how much stuff do I order each year? I don't know if I order $150 worth of shipping each year. I think I do.
We can get up top from there.
I'm pretty sure I do, but I'm not sure. Like that's how bad it is now. They're charging way too fucking much. Oh, where'd you come from?
This isn't worth our time. They seem a little busy. Mario! This'll keep me going.
These sons of bitches. Like they already have all the money. There's no way they needed to increase that increase that subscription fee. Like, oh yeah, Amazon, they're just not making any money. Yeah, only one of the richest companies in the entire fucking planet. They're just not making enough money.
We've never been here
You
before.
gotta pay more.
Not far now.
One of the richest companies in the entire planet who's extremely political and sides with a bunch of fascists. Yeah, yeah.
That's a rare one. This isn't worth our time.
Get it over with. First blood. Let's move, child. I'll help you. I think a bit of teamwork could handle.
Yeah, every day you wake up feeling bad for Amazon. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I gotta pay it because it's not just my stuff. I order stuff for my mom and my roommate too. So between between those two and me, I end up saving. Cumulatively, all of us end up saving since I order stuff for them too sometimes.
Don't just assume they're pushovers. Well, this won't be any trouble.
Good going, Uni. You said
But I've honestly thought about going to the Chinese company and trying to support China instead. That's how much I fucking hate these garbage American companies. They're greedy as fuck. I mean, it's not like China hates me any less than these companies. And it's not like there's a competitor to them that isn't
A rare thing?
fucking either just Walmart or Amazon or any of these other fucking far left companies.
Isn't worth our time.
They're all the same.
quickly. Keep it up, Theo.
Did you notice? I'm sure you look at political stuff, Vepper. So I'm sure you've noticed how the news and everybody's constantly talking about the unelected. How Elon's unelected and he's looking into all of this stuff and he has access to people's private information. Ooh. Have you seen that shit? That like is all the craze nowadays that they're fucking talking about. It's so beyond retarded that anybody falls for that. I would just say it's just a bunch of liars, but no, some people are genuinely falling for that argument.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off.
And then, of course, many of them are just fucking liars. But some people genuinely are falling for it. Even some people who do not like the current day left.
Sorry about this.
Or like some of them have fallen for it. They're like, yeah, I agree. They shouldn't be able to do that. Yeah. I'm like, fucking retarded idiot, dude. Like, there's so much wrong with that argument. It's like I could talk about it for hours. I think the biggest and easiest things to mention though, so I wouldn't have to go into it for that long, would be number one, pretty much the entirety of DC is made up of unelected bureaucrats. So why the fuck is it a big deal? And many of those unelected bureaucrats have access to all of your private fucking information and tons of top secret other shit. So why in the fuck is it a big deal that this new person has access to the same shit that that thousands and thousands of other fucking leftists and right wingers have had access to for decades? It's not. The reason it's a problem now, supposedly, is because of who's being targeted. That's why. That's it. That's literally the only reason. Because the rest of the bureaucrats and the rest of the politicians, the only people being harmed are us. It's like, oh yeah, who cares? Yeah, they're misusing all of these people's private information, and all these people aren't even elected, and they're doing all this fucked up shit. But it's only harming private citizens, so who the fuck cares? We're not even gonna bother bringing it up. Oh, but God forbid some unelected bureaucrat is appointed to investigate politicians and other unelected bureaucrats and see and look how they spend their money. Oh, now how could such a thing happen? How could this unelected person have this power? Oh. Suddenly it's a fucking problem.
This isn't worth our time.
Yeah, it's only a problem because they're a bunch of corrupt pieces of shit who care about themselves and nobody else.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Is that what I think it is?
This isn't worth our time.
I can do this with my eyes closed.
But yeah, I think that's like the biggest argument against it. In the retardation of it. And it's like, they don't know what they're doing, and they have access to people's private information. They could end up leaking it somehow on accident. And it's like,
Girl with the gall.
You mean the same way they already leaked everyone's fucking private information before Elon and them were even in there? You mean like that? You mean like even the literal politicians such as, say, Hillary Clinton, who was a fucking first lady and a lifelong politician, and somehow she failed to realize she shouldn't have her fucking her email set up on a public fucking email server? You mean like that? The top secret fucking emails on a public server? One of the most experienced politicians. It's almost like they don't fucking have respect for any of our data anyways.
Nothing a bit of teamwork couldn't handle.
Whatever happened to not being
It's
careless?
the only reason they care about it at all is because it's a person who's targeting the corrupt
That should about do us
politicians
for now.
and their cronies. There is no other reason that they give a fuck.
This is something decent, right? Don't just assume that it's over.
Don't let your guard down. Impulse wave. Impressive, child. I know just where it comes from.
Energy grenade!
Well, see, every now and then I think about making political videos because of stupid shit like that. Like, I haven't heard anybody bring that up.
That went pretty good.
Is the
Hey,
answer.
Tyler.
Like the idiocy of that argument. And how clearly selfishly motivated it is.
What are you hiding, little guy?
The people making that argument are bank robbers pointing towards someone who makes a clerical error. Or not a clerical error, but bank robbers pointing to someone who messed up and didn't give back the exact change. They're like, no, you were supposed to give me back a dime and two pennies. You gave me a nickel and 2 pennies. They're like, oh, my bad. And it's a bank robber going, you gave him a dime and a nickel instead of a penny? How could you? That's so terrible. Bitch, you're robbing banks. Shut the fuck up.
Impulse wave.
Now, that was spectacular.
Alex, but what? We were looking for you. Oh, you brought everyone. I'm sorry we didn't. It was supposed to be a secret. I genuinely thought it was a surprise birthday party. Oh no, it's okay. I'm not angry. I'm actually quite pleased. I was going to give you this. Bitch, you're not Eris. You're also not Zelda. It stands for revealing secrets. I only learned it later, but it's because of how subtle they bloom. Like, they're all furtive and shy. You could be pretty stubborn, Alex, so I thought flower might give you a push. What's this all about? You need to talk to the captains properly. But I'm always talking to the captains. Why just today? Yes, but did you really talk to them? Just because I know you never talk about your actual feelings, I worry about you. I know it's important to keep some information confidential for tactical reasons and all that. But even so, I don't want the captains to go to their ends with regrets. Close quarters training games? You mean like for firearms? Yeah, I've heard that they got like firearm stuff. I still don't know what you mean, close all your maybe you mean like tabs? Oh, that's funny. You scan your house and they... Can you program in secret gun cabinets and stuff? Yeah, my fireplace is actually a gun rack. You just have to press this brick. And you can program that into the game. Good luck, man. I know you're big into the VR, so hopefully you have lots of fun. One day I'll do the VR. When I'm rich. How will I become rich? One day. Silly girl, you put yourself in the so much danger for that. You'd never have taken it seriously otherwise. Anyways, I'm the only person in Ionis who can tell you off. That's an important part of the lieutenant's job. So, like, one of the reasons I haven't even really attempted to do anything VR, well, there's a couple of reasons. First is that I'd probably need a stronger computer, but then they were like, oh, there's these headsets you can get that aren't that, but then they're really expensive. But the games are really expensive too, most of the time, and I'm like, this isn't gonna play well for my channel because it'll be too hard to like make it so that you guys can see what I'm doing, and so I just haven't ever bothered. Because it would only be for me, most likely. I don't really buy things for myself. You're right. The reason I can't, unless it's cheap, I'll buy cheap stuff for myself, but not expensive stuff. The reason I came running here without thinking twice because you're always looking out for me. I find that you're constantly saving me. What are you trying to say here? Well, chickadee, the thing is, do you want to hear what I've been hiding from you all this time? Wait, are you saying that you to the old commander? Have I disappointed you? No, I finally understand. That's why you were so particular about your captains. They all know, don't they? I was just being careful. Warped methods yield warped results. Yes, this is the ends justify the means character. She's a poisonous little bitch. Anyone who's ever seen Mobius knows that. It's not warped. You're not warped. Yes, she is. I hate poisoners. The captains aren't either. You took on a terrible burden for the greater good. See what I mean, Vepper? Like this part of the game was written by fucking commies. This whole colony and all those little side quests, they have like Like, she's like, he like murdered someone with poison because she thought she could do a better job than them, and they weren't. Like this whole thing is a very much ends justify the means colony, and it disgusts me. And there's no way for us to call it out. Like if there was like an option to call it out, I would call it out. And if it was like if it led to conflict with the colony and we had to fight them to the death, I'd still call it out. It's disgusting. Instead, we look at them fawning over each other. That's like all the side quests. They're like, "Oh, Alex, you're so great. It's so great that you fucking murder people because you think they're incompetent." I became a lieutenant, so you wouldn't have to be alone in the journey through life. And by the way, guess what? The ones that did the murdering and the ones that took over the place, a bunch of young people. The young people got rid of the old incompetent people in order to replace it, and replace their stupid garbage system with a system that was more fair, where they evenly distributed the goods that they gathered and stuff. Don't you feel blessed, Commander, to inspire such feelings? I do. Trust and betrayal are two sides of one coin. That risk can never truly be eliminated. Trust and betrayal are not part of the same coin. They're not even in the same fucking time zone. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? If I have to suffer anyway, I'd rather be a chickadee side. That's how I feel. Now, about my birthday. Oh, I'll take care of all that. Oh my god. Why are they still talking?
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Alright.
I'll take the offensive then.
There we go. It's like there's like this game just talks about the most boring fucking shit in some of their side quests. And it just never shuts the fuck up. Like someone sat down, wrote all of that shit, looked at it and said, yeah. And then they passed it off to someone else who looked at it and said, that's good. Hey, listen up. Alex's real birthday is so closely guarded, not even the captains knew how old she was. Only Captain whatever. Like they just wanted to see the fuss of Alex got into when she found out they knew. That's just terrible. Horrible indeed, because I wanted to see it
So
too.
that's how they're doing.
Like it causes me pain to read some of this game's dialogue sometimes. I have, if you combine the amount of dialogue I've skipped in video games And I mean like every video game I have ever played in my entire life, all the dialogue that I have ever skipped in a video game in my entire life is less than the dialogue that I've skipped in this one fucking game. That's how boring the dialogue is. I'm so fucking tired of them repeating themselves. Or telling me things I already know. Or talking about how interesting it is to watch the fucking paint dry. For fuck's sake, I don't care. I don't fucking care about how the paint is getting dry. Shut the fuck up. Alex has such dignity. Oh yeah, I know. I've only heard that like 100 fucking times. Thanks. Hard to believe she's only in her 6th term. Yeah, she just got that sort of leaderly vibe, huh? Yeah, maybe if you tell me a few hundred more times, I'll actually fucking believe she's a good person.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Don't stray from your path. That's what I'm here for.
Head strap.
Just going to run recon on the canteen. Nothing out of the ordinary. Should be safe to use.
Alright. That's almost it though, at least. We gotta do that other stupid thing that's probably gonna be boring as fuck, and then maybe we can get to the interesting quests. At least I think I'm finally done with this fucking commie colony. I think they've literally said things like, each according to their need. And for the greater... It's okay that you did it because it was for the greater good. Like, they say shit like that in the dialogue for this fucking garbage colony's quest line. They don't realize how revolting that shit is to someone who knows the evils of communism. They're just like, let's just brainwash children. It'll be fine. Let's put that in there. And there's no telling, it might not be in the base game. That could just be the fucking localizers did all that shit. But it might be in the base game too. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be in any of the main quests in any way though. That's one of the things that makes me just like I don't very much in I don't know. Like genuinely. When I'm playing a video game and it's advocating for communism, it's like they're advocating for like exterminating Jewish people or for pedophilia or something. It's like, it's fucking gross. I really hate it. I just, why do they, it should be illegal. That's how much I fucking hate it. It should be against the law. Morally, there's nothing wrong with making fucking communism and fascism against the law. They should be. And I know people say, oh, free speech. It's like, no. Free speech doesn't include that. It technically does, but it shouldn't. Because we live in a free country, right? Well, can I murder someone? No. Can I imprison someone? No. Okay. Well, then why can I advocate for people to be murdered and imprisoned? Why can I advocate for people's free speech to be stolen from them? I feel like people's freedom of speech should stop where people's freedoms begin. The same way people's actions, when it comes to their freedom, should stop where people's freedoms begin. Someone shouldn't be able to use speech to compel others to take away my speech. They shouldn't be able to use speech to compel others to do harm to me.
All right.
Basically, that's the only speech that I think shouldn't be protected. Is speech that directly compels and advocates for removing people's freedoms. The same way we prevent people from doing that with their actions. Obviously something needs to get done, because as evil as communism is, look how much it fucking took over our country again. It did it with the name of communism too, when really it was more of a 80% fascism, 20% communism mix. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what should be done, but I genuinely think there's some sort of moral argument to be made for limiting people's ability to advocate for people's freedoms to be taken away. Like some sort of hard line. I don't know where the line would be, but there should be some sort of hard line in law, the same way there is with physically preventing someone from being free. I feel like there should be a hard line in law when it comes to ideologies that do that as well, or try to create a world where that kind of thing happens. So fucking repugnant. It's like, oh yeah, it's each according to their means. Let's forget about the hundreds of millions of people that are gonna fucking die. Or the 100 million people who've already been fucking murdered. Fuck you. And that number goes up all the time too, but it's still going up. There really are so many Nippon at Colony 30. To tell the truth, sometimes I struggle to tell one from another. Rapapa is the one who really handy with the screwdriver, really, right? Oh, yeah, that wedge.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
What a stroke of luck, eh? I never thought I'd get to meet a mechanic from Colony City in Colony 30. Yes, I asked her so many questions while there was a building. We were building Dork, or they were building Dork. I went nuts hearing about all the city tech, but the most amazing thing was that they live 5 times longer than there. They live 5 times longer there. They also have this system called marriage, where they pick a person that they like and they go through life together. Amazing.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Just going to run recon on the canteen.
Yeah, I just put it in perspective. That's how I feel when that kind of I see that kind of shit in games and movies and shit like that. It's repugnant. It's fucking gross. That's why they put it in everything. Trying to desensitize children to it at a young age. Finally, Monster 11 says project of Dora complete. Unique special Levness, unique and special for both Agnes and Kevesi. Creation of mighty Levness, all thanks to liberation of Flame Clock that allow everyone to cooperate in Levness creating. Meh, Rapapa overcome with emotion, tears making fluffy clam. Alright, well I guess we've done. It's all done now. Finally. Alright, so next area. Won't be anything there. You better behave from now on, mister. Oh yeah, you lot. I hate that I had to rope you all in along with Lambda. You better, for better or worse, your actions have to shape the future of Lambda. Oh, I didn't do squat really. It was all you and the commander, so thank you. I'll work like a mutter to help everyone out from now on. Mate, that was not cool of you. Couldn't you have at least let us in on it first? It was a gamble, I suppose, on whether Lambda would be able to change or not. I may have caused you some hassle, but I believe it's a small price to pay for progress. Yeah, but you really shouldn't shoulder a burden like that. For your friends, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you.
Just going to run recon on the canteen.
Alright, another column down. Another one of the bad colonies. Colony Lambda. Colony Mu. And Colony Lu. Is that what this one is? What's this one again? Tau, that's it. Colony Mu, Colony Tau, and Colony Lambda. Those fucking, all three of those colonies are dog shit. I'm sorry, worse than dog shit. Dog shit has some value. Tau will keep going, keep moving forward with all the lives that you saved. Hey, don't sweat it with all the save us life stuff. No big deal, huh? Really? If you're in trouble, you can always talk to us. That's what we're here for. I understand, thank you. I'll do my best to give everyone a future they deserve. If all three of these colonies were removed from the game and all the content that these colonies had were removed from the game, it'd be a better game. That includes the little bit of good that came from these colonies. It'll just be a better game overall because there's more bad than good. Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty tight spot. So, you know, huh? We can't exactly lead the colony, but we defend it tooth and nail, just so you see. You and Juniper take them down. Good for us, okay? Yeah, go for you. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, so I think this zone's done too. Look for a little bit more. Next zone. Alright, we have to check these. Man, I have a deep hatred in my heart for communism and fascism and the modern day left that tries to be both of those things. Like it truly is a deep hatred. Like I dwell on it sometimes. So I'm just like, fucking motherfucking son of a bitch, bullshit motherfucker.
I suppose I should try and be thrifty.
And I thought about it. I'm like, is it a bad thing that I have that much hatred? Like, should I be forgiving those who've who've done it against me, type of thing? And I'm like, yeah, that is. I don't think it is a bad thing. You know, I've thought about it, right? Like I've thought a lot about it. I'm like, because like I genuinely have so much fucking hatred for that evil, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm supposed to be like forgiving and stuff, and then I'm like, and I thought about it, and I'm like, no, because I don't hate. It's not a person that I hate. It's a thing, and it's okay to hate. It's okay to hate that kind of thing, and I don't think there's anything. Pretty much one of the most evil ideologies out there, and communism and fascism are pretty much the same fucking thing, which is why they go back and forth so easily. They claim to be different. They're not. They have pretty much the same fucking practices. They claim to be searching for different ends, but yet they have the same exact means of achieving those different ends. And it's like, oh, well, what ends up happening? Oh, yeah, the same shit. And I mean, there's a little bit of subtle differences. Like, instead of openly seizing control of the means of production, instead you create little monopolies and incentivize the means of production to work with the government in order to be powerful and in charge of everything. And then they're technically still a free market, but the free market works directly for you because it's in its best interest to work directly for you. It's like, yeah, you're still doing the same fucking thing the commies did. You're just doing it in a different way, slightly. They're both like incredibly racially motivated. What? They both think that it's not only good, but justified and righteous to kill those who think differently than them. And the only reason they don't is because they think that it'll have a bad outcome. But the moment they think that it'll have a good outcome for them, they have no problems with killing those who disagree with them. Because they don't have a problem with doing literally anything, as long as it gives them an outcome they like. Both of them are about just gaining as much power as possible by any means necessary. That's what they're really about. About oppressing as many people as possible Because if anyone else has the least amount of power, that means you're less powerful, right? Like, if you ask a commie or a fascist to choose between one of these two scenarios, take a guess which one they would choose. So you got these two scenarios. Scenario one. Okay. We're gonna start out with the fascist who's in charge is $10, and the people underneath the fascist also have $10. Now the fascist must choose one of two things. All of the people can gain $1, and then he'll also gain $1. And now everyone has $11. Now this is both commies and fascists. They're not going to pick that one. Let me tell you the one they would pick though. The one they would pick if they're presented with both these scenarios is, instead of everyone getting $1, including the fascist and the commie, instead the one in charge gets $2. And everyone else loses $9. There wouldn't be any thought about it. Without hesitation, instantaneously, they would choose the one where they slightly more enriched themselves and completely impoverished everybody else. Without fucking hesitation. If there was a third scenario where and they're so spiteful and greedy that if there was a third scenario in which the leader kept $10, they didn't get any dollars, but everyone dropped down to $1, that would be more likely to be chosen than the one where it was everybody got $1. If it was instead everyone gets $1, the choice is between everyone gets $1. It's like, oh, okay, I like getting $1. Or you can choose that everyone loses $9 except for you, and you keep the exact same amount. They're like, I choose that one. I'd rather not get that extra $1. So I'm more rich now because everyone's more poor. Haha. It's like, yeah, but you're not getting any extra money. Doesn't matter, they're all poorer than me now. Haha. They're the type of people who would like you have you seen that speaking of that sort of thing, have you seen that test where they like people it's a similar test now that I think about it. That's why it reminded me of it. There's a similar test where how does it go? People get offered money and they can either choose to take the money or not take the money. And what it'll do is they'll take two people and they go, okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to give this guy over here $10. Or it's just some random amount. I'm saying $10 because I was talking about $10 earlier. And this isn't directly related to what I was talking about. This is just something else that I just remembered. But they'll be like, okay, hey, I'm going to give this person over here $10. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm also going to give you money too. But you're in charge of whether or not you two get money. Like, oh, okay, yeah, but I'm only gonna give you $1. So do you both get the money or not? And they're like, no. It's like, yeah, no. Why are you giving them more money than me? So they'll just say no. I feel like they would be the type of person who would say no in that scenario. If some stranger walked up to me and another stranger, and the stranger was like, hey, I'll give you money. And they're like, why are you giving me money? And they're like, oh, it's just a test. It's a weird test. I'm gonna give you, but you can choose to take money for it or not. I was like, oh, okay, what is going on here? It's like, I'm gonna give this person money. I'm gonna give you money, but you're in charge of whether or not you both receive the money. I'm gonna give you significantly less money than them. Do you take the deal? It's like, yeah, you give me the fucking money. I don't care. But yeah, but I'm giving them more money than I gave you. And I still have more money than I did 5 minutes ago. I don't care. Thanks for the free money, bitch. But apparently there's a significant portion of people who would actually say no. They'd rather that other stranger not get any money than get more money than them for doing nothing. For neither of them doing anything. And I feel like the type of people who are willing to do anything to get ahead are definitely the type of people who would always say no to that deal. Always, without a doubt. Not saying everyone who says no to that deal is a bad person or anything. You know, maybe they're just spiteful or jealous. There's a lot of character flaws that would lead to you not taking that deal. But I think that if you do have the character flaws that lead to you being a communist or a fascist, then you're pretty much always not going to take that deal. There's no, like, those two things do not go together. You do not take that deal and then believe in that kind of stuff. And those sort of ideologies. Because those are the types of people who believe that them doing evil is justified because supposedly there's some mythical good outcome that'll happen in the distant future. And that when that mythical good outcome is reached, they'll suddenly stop being evil to get what they want. Uh-huh. Sure. Zor might not look the part, but he can aspire to bring the castle's captain to the guard in his next term. But when it comes to the crunch, he quit the guard and made his own way to Colony 11. Hey. The three of them came along with him, where his underlings this time. There were actually a fourth, but she's now serving as captain of the guard. Funny how things... No, it's not funny. Not funny at all. In fact, it's incredibly boring. Can't put down the controller? I wish I started collecting amiibo. There's like 250. You know, Zoran, that happened between you and Sigrun all those years ago, right? I have zero obligation for such dubious questions. Let me see if I can help you out, Crispy Baby. Alright, I found something already. Apparently the naming scheme isn't good, but according to the reviews, you can go into the program files itself and rename them the correct thing. Or you could just keep a booklet. You know, that would work too. I'm trying to see if there's something else that I can get you. All right. I think this is good. All right, this seems to be legit. I'll send it to you on Discord, Crispy Bacon. Lickety blam! That is a massively fucking huge link. I assure you it's a real link though. Let me open up. But I have to sign in to look at. Okay. Seems legit. Did you get that link, Crispy Bacon? I might have just made your dreams come true. I don't think it's been a whole month though. You stopped by, it's just you've stopped by very rarely. I say hi to you every time. Like you were in Discord with us like a couple weeks ago, wasn't it? Like about 2 weeks ago, you dropped into a Discord while we were watching Stargate. And was it yesterday or a couple of days ago that you said you recently got back from the hospital from some issues that you were having? Today's not your first day here, man. Oh, maybe you're talking to Crispy Bacon. Maybe it's been a month since you've seen Crispy Bacon. I mean, maybe you're talking to Vepper. Maybe it's been a month since you and Vepper have seen each other. I have zero obligation to answer such a dubious question. Then how about this for a promise? If you tell us what happened, we'll give you your epic fight to the death, pretty please. I still refuse. Relax, I'm just messing with you. Guess you really do want to keep it to yourself. Yeah, so Vepper wasn't here. Vepper's been missing a lot more than you have been, Crispy Bacon. So if you're talking to Vepper, he might not have noticed because he wouldn't have noticed anybody being gone. He was gone himself until just a few days ago. With him showing up even more sporadically than you. A lot more sporadically. You know what I heard in this Citra woman wasn't any old fear. What's in the Queen's dimples? What in the Queen's dimples did you do? Well, the Citra seemed a bit too prideful and up herself for my liking. Wouldn't you agree? I just wanted to see how far I'd have to go before she abandoned her idiotic pride. It was an itch that just needed scratching. Forget it. Just forget it.
Is this like a rare thing?
Peace and quiet, dude. Why did they make that annoying? That colony so annoyingly noisy. That colony so annoyingly noisy. Have you been to the tap dance, Nippon? What? Have you seen the tap dance, Nippon? The owner, Panina, sees it as her duty to nurture promising young people, and she's always serves huge portions. What? He never done that to me. No, I think he said two. I think maybe that's the name of the restaurant. Guess I'm just more promising than you.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
If I'm honest, I find a lot of the 9th and 10th termers kind of pathetic. They just can't cope with the change that Ouroboros bring to the world. Hey, come on, don't say that. If they can't hack it, they could be weeded out, simple as that. Though, that kind of same as the old rules, I guess. So Gustav showed his true colors, and I'm the one who didn't notice all the resentment he was carrying around. You don't need to carry all that on your shoulders alone, Heath. You're probably right, but I could have seen it if I just looked outside the guard. I might have put it together if I have noticed the company he was keeping, and Ionis be a touch cleaner.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Ew, so that's how they're doing. I wonder, is Crispy Bacon even still here? He hasn't responded to anything either of us have said. You managed to sort out all the trouble with the ether mine, didn't you? We did indeed. A lot of people probably think it was all wrapped up in the console, yes, but I don't think it was. Can't help thinking this happened because people had to walk away from what it was that made their world go around. As soon as people started foisting responsibility off on others, this will happen again. Mark my words. Oh my God, I don't really care. Panina, not seen Lacana lately. She good person who come by every day and praise cured meat Vizard. I hope she's become less busy and she'll come back.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
And then in his brain he said, oof. Are any of these actual... Was this the one she was talking about? Ah, that Crispy Bacon's still here. Joy Fusion. Does it have the amoeba that was on it, or is it just if you look at it, claims to have them, and the reviews says it has them as well. What? Yeah, it says no, it doesn't actually claim to have them. I think it says that's some of the things. Technically, that's not legal, Crispy Bacon. So I don't think it actually says that it has them. But then it'll say something like this: experience a pocket-sized library lasting for months. And then you look down at the reviews. Five-star. It's awesome. All function in one. All are in the system already and super easy to use. Came already fully loaded. It's easy to use, works well, and it doesn't take up much space. And they have a ruler. I mean, they have a measuring tape showing that it's only 2.5 inches wide. or 2.5, yeah, 2.5 inches wide. Now, even if it doesn't have every single one, Crispy Bacon, don't worry about it. If you get it and it turns out it doesn't have them, send me a message, and I have every single one ever made. I can just give you a file to download. But you need an actual thing like that in order to use it. But things like that normally cost around that much anyways. So you might as well get that one that already has a whole bunch on it from the beginning. Yeah, well, if you want the actual models, then obviously, you know, get the models. But if you want the functionality, then all you need is the files on one device. And if you end up getting the models in the future, you can put them on one device. Like, for instance, the only ones that I collect are the Zelda ones. Between me and my mom, we basically have almost every single Zelda one. Because we like Zelda. It's one of our favorite franchises. And, it's basically, you could use it for every Zelda game that comes out. So every Zelda game that comes out, we have almost all the Zelda ones already. But technically they work for all the games. Like, this game has some that works for it as well. But not Zelda ones. It's specifically related to this series. Let's see. I'm already gonna explore that soon. Alright, let's go here and walk around. Shit! Those things can be pretty expensive, man. Like, I really want the Artorias. Oh my god, really? I really want the Praising the Sun one.
I see.
But it's $100. Unless you got it the day it came out,
Just going to run recon on
then
the
you can't get it anymore, and it's been like $100 ever since. So I'm never gonna get that fucking thing. Never.
Let's rest and heal up.
I don't know why I said art, by the way. Here we go. Specifically, it's Solaire. Want Solaire. Makes me so sad. We'll never get Solaire. 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 Yeah. Oh well. I decided to check again. Every now and again I check to see if there's some minor miracle and maybe I could get it for like, you know, $15 or something. I never can. Never can. Who's that? I'll never be able to praise it.
Hey, so can we talk?
I went to these stores and called them out for inflation and the figures, and they wouldn't bargain. Of course they wouldn't. Come on, crispy bacon. It's not a flea market. Ah, man. I've known people who do that kind of thing. It's funny. They'll go into like an actual, like a Walmart, and they'll go into like the produce section, and then they'll start trying to haggle with the person at the produce. Like, hey, you're in charge of this produce? And they're like, yeah. It's like, these apples don't look as good as they probably should. You give me a deal on these apples? They're like, no. It's like, what about these tomatoes? They feel a little soft. I feel like, can I get 10% off? like trying to haggle at Walmart. I'm like, holy shit. That's some fucking hardcore haggle instinct right there. Ranch seems to be booming, huh? They even managed to get the animals to breed, leading to the birth of Nandu. Oh yes, it's so exciting. We haven't already talked about this 1,000 times. Good. I want to cuddle them. And so the monster ranch, in quotation marks, was born. You stop trying to break the wall. If it became popular enough, I'd imagine we could introduce some kind of entry fee. Yeah. Hey, gotta try.
Where to from here?
One time I was working at a deli, and a dude came in, and he's like, hey, these chicken tenders are too expensive. I'm like, yeah, that's what they charge. What can you do? And he goes, I'll give you $2.50. And I'm like, you wouldn't be giving me anything. You're giving Kroger's $2.50. And he's like, yeah, but I'm not paying $5. I'm like, okay. He's like, so can you help me out? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like, they're $5. He's like, yeah, but I can get you $2.50. He's like, I'm like, dude, they're $5. Like, that's what they are. I don't run this store. He's like, yeah, but you can mark them down. Like, it's like, dude, I can't do that. And then I walked away and started doing my job. And then he went and complained to the manager. And you want to know what? And he complained all the way until he got to the store manager. You want to know what the store manager did? I guess he thought he was going to get some free chicken tenders. The store manager said, get out. I am not fucking kidding. The store manager told him to get out of his store. Because he didn't lie. He told him the truth. He told him, he's like, yeah, I tried to get him to give me them chicken tenders for $2.50 because $5 is too much. And he said that's all he could do. That's what it is. And he wouldn't reduce the price for me. And he was like making a formal complaint about me not haggling with him. Like, he wasn't speaking with a foreign accent too, so it's not like he comes from some fucking country with like a market where the only thing that they ever do is haggle or something, right? Like, no, he was clearly an American, but he's like, it's like he's never shopped at a big store before. He thought he could complain because I didn't like engage in haggling with him. The dude just straight up to the manager, like, didn't even want to put up with it. He just didn't get out of my store. Those chicken tenders looking dry. I can give you $2.50. I've had other customers do similar stuff, but they normally lie, right? They normally go to the manager and they're like, this person was super rude to me. All I did was ask them a question and then they were so mean. They cursed at me and just start making shit up, right? Another of the Talo conferences pulled a massive crowd. Must be the total swamp right now. Oh my god, I don't care. Why is everything with this colony so fucking boring?
Underestimate a bit of good intel.
Is it good intel or is it boring as fuck intel? Either way, let's go talk about it. Yeah, I found a pubic hair in him. I'll still buy him, but I want to pay 25 cents.
I'm getting peckish. Do we have any snacks? Let's have a little huddle up.
Talo's starting to hold conferences. Yes, let's go to his conference. Why is this boring ass colony still giving me boring ass quests? This is the literal sticker quest colony.
Okay. Next on the list is...
That's... I want to be rich. Thanks for the drink. All the talking has me really dried up in my throat. Same here, man. I need to refill my drink. It's just ice. I suspected as much. Right, I'll be off then. Good luck. Sorry to keep you waiting. What's up? You're not sorry to keep me waiting, you motherfucker. Your dialogue was written with the express intent to make me wait because whoever the fuck wrote it thought that it would be a better dialogue if I had to sit there and read that mundane shit. Nothing really. Have you stopped the conference for the day? No, it's just that I talked my throat dry, so I'm taking a bit of a quick break. Maybe you do need some help after all. It must be difficult for you to do this all on your own. I'm fine, honest. I wouldn't learn anything if I didn't do things on my own. Yeah, I get that, but I really want to do what I can to help you too. Help the colony too. It's not fair that I only get to relax while everyone's working so hard. Oh, so that's what it is. If you're sore about not having anything to do, how about you some patrol duties? No, crispy bacon. I don't really have anything that I'm going to be able to play it on. No Monster Hunter for me. Maybe if the Switch 2 is cheap enough and it's on that and it's not overly priced. I don't know. Why doesn't it show that I'm online? Maybe I have it set up to show I'm offline. I don't know. I don't even know if you could do that or not. Maybe it's because I'm not playing an online game, I'm playing an offline game. While you're at it, I'd like to know what Ayasa's #1 concern is right now. Go and ask for me. Okay. That everything? If you could get it done then and there, that'd be great. Let's do this. Together we'll get it done, no problem. Yeah. Patrol duty goes to 3 different patrol points by boat. I'll send the locations to your irises.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
There will be a Switch 2 in a few months, crispy bacon. I even made a bingo card about the Switch 2 and what's going to be revealed. Bingo! Nothing to report whatsoever. You really getting into this, huh? You want one? I'll send you some money. A Switch 2? Hell yeah, I want one. Right on. The next patrol point. If I can afford, if I can afford it, I plan to get one. But me and Soren have already been talking about that, though. The if we can afford it bit. We'll see. We shall see. Hey, wait. What's that ship over there? Hey, over here. Well, how about this? I sure didn't expect to meet you out here on the open seas. Me neither. What's the problem? We wanted to see how your ship's doing, and we've been going around the patrol points after all. Right, but I'm on a patrol duty too. Seriously? But we told Talo we'd go on patrol. He must have forgotten to tell you about us about it. I get it now. He must have sent us out knowing you two were on duty. Or not knowing. I want to help, but I just caused him more inconvenience. Do you mind if I ask you one more thing? Tyler wants to know this. What you trying to buy? Who you asking, Pepper? What's your number one concern right now? That you aren't getting enough rest. What? I'm getting plenty of rest though. Man, this dialogue is so fucking riveting. Like I'm just like at the edge of my seat. No, you aren't though. You're going out on missions for the colony, all while fighting Mobius. To put it bluntly, I think you've got a bad habit of working yourself half to death. But I think you might be right. Thing is, I love how hard you work for our sake, Fiona. What work has she ever done? I don't think I've ever seen her do work. They do say she works a lot. But we also want to work hard like you do to help relieve some of the burden on your shoulders. Other than when I put her in my party, I don't think she does anything. And I only put her in my party because the game forces me to. So please rely on us more. You can skip out on missions if you need to. Like, she wouldn't be in my party for this mission if it didn't force her into my party for this mission. Skip it on missions, I couldn't possibly do that. Now this is just what I think. They've been talking for so long and they haven't said anything yet. But I get the feeling that for Fiona, working hard is surviving aren't two different things at all. She wants to live with you all. When she doesn't work hard, she feels like she's not doing her fair share. It's because you two care so much for Fiona that you told her how worried you were and that she's overworking herself. Am I wrong, Fiona? Oh yeah, then the best way is that Streamlabs then, Crispy Bacon. That's like the best, the absolute lowest percentage. Do me, I'll send. Promise me next setup. I'm not sure what you're asking me, Crispy Bacon. I don't know what I'm promising, and I don't know what you mean by do me, I'll send. It sounds like you're trying to prostitute me. You aren't. In fact, I think you've helped us all understand why Fiona acts like she does. I can't take it with me, but I have no other faith. I understand that I can't take it with me thing. Are you telling me not to be a leech? I really am struggling to understand what you're trying to tell me, man. link it. See, Vepper's confused too. If you mean the Streamlabs thing, I have linked that in the Discord, but I'll link it here in chat. Pleased to hear it. We all care about those precious to us in our own way. So I thought that that's where the issue might have been. I think that he's given me some money to go towards possibly buying a Switch 2 in the future, depending on when they come out in a few months. I think he's like adding to the fund, but I don't 100% know because I'm not sure if he's trying to tell me to use it for something else, because I'm not understanding what he's saying in chat. Like he said, promise me next setup, do me, I'll send. And I think what he meant by do me is send a link to him, but then the promise me next setup, I don't know what that means. He's not using his words. He's Crispy Bacon's too excited right now. And he's probably typing from a phone. I hate typing. No other faith. Oh, no other friends. Yeah, that might have been it. It might have been a bad spell check. Well, we're all cool here, man. You can always talk to any of them. We're a small little community here. I never thought of it like that, Mio. You're like a mind reader. In short, then, it's because we all care about each other differently, that we didn't recognize what the other was feeling. And that's despite the both of us just wanting to care and look out for each other. I'm sorry I was feeling like the only one relaxing, that I caused all the trouble for everyone. It was also us pushing how we were feeling onto you as well, so we're sorry too. Something is being resolved here that I've never seen demonstrated as a problem in the game. I just love you two so much. We love you too. Well, case closed, I suppose. I'd say so. I imagine that is what Tala was trying to get across to her. Right, I was thinking of coming back home after we... I thought she said case closed. Why is it still going? Cleaned up these Levinus wreckages. Oh, but I'd love to help out. Do you mind? Hehe, not at all. By the way, it's going to take me a while to fully change my habits, so I'm bound to make you guys worry again from time to time. However, I'll get there eventually. Just you watch. Of course you will. We have complete faith in you. Now we have to clean up trash. So we resolved a problem that wasn't a problem, or at least wasn't ever demonstrated as a problem. It's only something that they said was a problem. And then we constantly said how that problem was resolved over and over again. And now we are going together to collect trash, because that's fun.
Someone's tidied up.
Let's check the other ones too.
Look at that. No trash. Isn't that amazing? You got 2 more other trash spots. Oh shit.
Are you sure about that?
For a new gaming platform.
Thank you very much, Crispy Bacon. And it actually said it out loud.
Every day's a training
I don't have to be, I'm not confused about what it's for and what he's doing for new gaming platform. It said it out loud. Oops, I think I hit the replay button on accident. Okay, I don't think it's playing it a second time.
Fix this.
But yeah, thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. I will definitely 100% of that will go towards the new gaming platform. Thank you.
Quite a rare sight.
Do, 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 do. It's funny, the Switch, the first Switch, I didn't buy the Switch. I was never going to get the Switch. Well, I might have got it eventually, like when maybe long in the future when it was on sale or something. But it was Frank the Tank who really wanted me to have a Nintendo Switch. So he got me a Nintendo Switch. And now it's like it's working out the same way again with the Switch 2. Where's my Flare Bing jingle? You must have missed it. I'll play it again. I can hit the button and make it play it again.
Huh? It's all gone.
Are you sure about that?
To it first?
For a new gaming
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah, I guess you were. I guess you weren't. You weren't here when it played. Maybe it played before you could get back. We definitely need more boom bang boom. Okay, I need it to go boomer. I don't know. I can try to see if I can add more booming options. Like maybe I can add this one. Hold on. Yeah, I've been thinking you are ready for a good while, Crispy Bacon. I think maybe you had to click off the stream to do that, so you missed it.
Right. What have we got around here?
Where's the maybe I can make this one here. Or this one here.
Hunting! Gotta keep nice and limber.
Hey, you guys remember Hootie? Yeah. What's this? It's titled Rich. Oh yeah, it was one of those farming gold.
No, 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 no. Get no, no, no.
Oh yeah, you remember this?
No.
Nobody tells Kitty what to do. Suck it, bitch. Yeah, we could add this one maybe. I don't think you were here when I got it, Crispy Bacon. I said thank you very much a bunch. The top. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I don't fake things though. like I'm not gonna do the, I'm not gonna do the, like, I'm me, right? Like, my excited isn't everyone else is excited.
Right, what have we got around here?
But yeah, I'm not a fake YouTuber, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna try to milk people or do anything like that. I'm just extremely grateful, you know? What the hell is that?
Not liking the look of that sky. Oh, now it's coming down.
Yeah, see, I don't even have an interface for that type of thing. The top tipper thing, yeah, like you're definitely on the top. I don't have an interface to show off that kind of thing because, like, I'm not trying to like encourage that sort of like competitive behavior.
Oh,
I'm grateful
everywhere.
and thank you very much. But like I'm like I feel like if I was to like put stuff like that on the stream, it's like I'm trying to play everybody against each other, you know? Like I'm like trying to say, oh look, Crispy Bacon's tipped more than you. You were the top, so you need to tip more in order to be in the top again. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to do things like that. That's one of the reasons why I don't always do those things.
Every day's a training day.
I wonder if I can add more stuff. This is different. Crispy Bacon, when you did that, were you trying to get something else to come up on the screen that had come up? Or did the thing show up that you were looking to show up? Because like I'm on the screen, because when I went to the screen to check the thing that you were talking about, I noticed that there's like some customization thing and it says add gifts to your donation. Did you do that and there wasn't like a sound effect or a thing that happened?
Getting dark already.
It's empty. Oh, so it's meaning you didn't do anything like that. Okay. I wanted to make sure because I didn't want you to get gypped on your stuff. Because like when you were talking about that, I thought you were talking about the normal thing that pops up.
Huh? Hey, did you guys
But
hear
when I was
something?
on the screen, I see all these options. There's all these options for like gifts and effects that you can add that I didn't know were there. And I'm not even sure how those are supposed to show up. But I need to look into that just in case. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. And we're doing good. Well, relatively good. Especially my mom. She's doing a lot better here. There's like some stuff going on that I've been helping her out with that's looking positive. We'll see how that goes, though.
Huh? Hey, did you guys hear something?
Let me just fix this.
So yeah, definitely. That'll go in the
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
oh, that'll go in the Switch 2 fund. And I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it. It's like the Switch 1 was also basically a gift. Well, not basically, it for sure was. Like Frank like just bought a Switch 1 for me. So now like the Switch 1 and a good part of the Switch 2 will be the same. So I definitely appreciate it. Hopefully countless stretching countless hours of fun from freaking that. We'll see. We'll know better in 2 months. Will you keep it with streaming content, but need more Zelda? Oh my man. I have streamed the first Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 full times for hundreds of hours each, and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom I've streamed for several hundred hours. And I streamed, what was it? It's just you haven't happened to been here for a lot of these Zelda streams. There will be more Zelda streams though. Like I still haven't finished what's it called? When they re-release Wind Waker on the Switch 2, I'm gonna be playing Wind Waker Switch 2. Dude, that'll be ridiculous. Don't overextend yourself, man. Like make sure you're financially good. Like don't give me a whole bunch of money just because it makes you feel good that you're giving me money. I am extremely appreciative, but at the same time I would feel bad if you put yourself in a financially bad situation, because that's a lot of money. Make sure to keep that in mind, man. Sukana, Fiona, and Ouroboros too. Were you the ones going around cleaning up the Levnis wreckages? That was us, all right. These wreckages have been a nuisance for far too long. All they do is block the road and make traffic difficult. It's not even like they're any good as in a cover battle either. And so you two decided to take the initiative then. You know, you're looking well, Fiona. What changed? What? But how? Bullseye. You're beaming from ear to ear, and after you've been so gloomy recently. Reread text. Text. Yeah, I saw that you said that it was specifically for the system. I understood that. And I'd already said that. When you went with $100, I said that that's going directly into the Switch 2 fund. Because that's what you said you wanted it for. Hear what you mean. You really know how to take the initiative, huh? So then you two were doing all this for Fiona. Yeah, because we wanted to see her with a smile on her face. We figured that if we cleaned up all the battle damage around the colony, that'd do it. We may not be able to fight Mobius, but we can make sure that the colony is a nicer, comfier place to be. My dude's putting upside down question marks. What kind of phone do you got? So then we're thinking what you could do for me. We're really worried about you. You always get straight to work hard and something, no matter how bad or the state you're in. But at the very least, we wanted to make the colony a place where you could relax and take your mind off of things. It's not every day you see him get so fired up about things. Come on, you're just exaggerating now. I'm just stating the obvious, that's all. Anyway, every day we've been thinking about how we can make Colony Moo a better place for everyone. As a result, it was just kinda natural that our squad ended up becoming busy with stuff. There's all kinds of natural things that connect back to you, Fifi. That would never even have occurred to me. I really am a stupid turkey hen. Right, you two. You've got something you want to do today, right? Tell me. Right now, let's see. I think, yeah. I think that today I'd like us to eat together again. With me? Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal, but I just miss our common meals, I guess. Clingy much? Whoa, steady on. All that talking has suddenly made me peckish. Okay, today we eat together. Then we better inform Lotus. Why do we have to talk about eating? Let's ask if there's anything we can do to help her out. Yeah, I felt like I probably will never end up getting a PS5. By the way, Vember. That's like what would I get it for? Eventually, I do want to get a new PC though. So if you had plans to do some stuff like that, that would be, if it was one or the other, that's the one I would choose as PC, because like what would I do with the PS5? There's like a handful of $70 games that are exclusive to it. Yeah, they may step up. They may start doing it. But PC always is going to be doing a good job. And they're not currently screwing up. And the thing about a PC is that I can also use it to stream to you guys. So that's why that kind of thing has just way more priority in my mind. The problem with that is, though, those are expensive. They're nowhere near as cheap as something like a Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo consoles tend to be much more affordable, and they have games on them that you can't play anywhere else. And back to last generation, like even PS4, you know, there's an argument to be made for getting a PS4 back in that generation. And definitely same with PS3 and 100% with PS2 and PS1. But nowadays, they've just lost their magic, dude. PS5 is just, it's there. They've got some good games on there, but nothing so extraordinary as to drop like the $600 or whatever you have to drop to get a hold of them, and then the $70 that you have to spend per game. PC mix stream. I'm not sure what that is. What's a PC mix stream? EXP expansions. What are EXP expansions? Is that a game? Like, is there a game called PC Mix?
Oh, so that's how they're doing. This is something decent, right?
Is that what I think it is?
The console of the future. Oh yeah, you're not paying $700 for a GPU for PC or PS5. Same expense. Yeah, this PS5 is expensive as fuck too. Yeah. The thing about I need to keep the PC is not an optional thing for me. If I don't have a PC that is like, eventually PCs break down, they get old, right? If I don't have a PC, I'm not streaming, right? And then that's the budget place to pay games. It's like, think of it this way. So if you were to get like $1,000 PC, you could probably play just about any game that comes out for many years. Plus you can play all the old games. But that's a lot of money, obviously, like $1,000. However, let's say, like Vepper was specifically saying PC or PS5. So the other option is to go ahead and get a PS5 for like $600 to $700. Okay, that's about $400 to $300 cheaper, right? Or is it? Because they're $70 fucking games. Because they're $70 games, once you've purchased 3 to 4 games, you're back up to $1,000. But if you go to Steam, Steam is unlike anything at any of the other stores. So you're going to purchase 3 to 4 games, and then you're already up to about $1,000. Then you're going to have to pay a yearly subscription fee to access the online, which is about another $70 or something nowadays for like PlayStation and Xbox or some bullshit. So it's like, okay. Oh no, it's like $120 or something now, isn't it? They raised the price. So now we're up to about like $100, $1,100, maybe $1,200 that we're spending to play these games and play them online. Or you can get a PC for about $1,000, never pay to access online, so that's saving you about $120 a year. And you get sales like this frequently. You just put your stuff, wish list it, and there'll be sales like the $60 game. Oh, I mean $20 game. Sometimes there's stuff like the sales will, like, this is a $40 DLC, right? You can get it for $4 right now. Like the PlayStation never does that. Instead, they give you a couple of games a month. And this isn't even the big sales. The big sales aren't happening now. The big sales, when you have those 3 big sales a year, when there's like thousands of games that are 70, 90% off or something like that, economically, the PC is the cheaper way to go. But it has the larger buy-in price, unfortunately. In the long run, it's cheaper. In the short term, it's more expensive. And then there's the whole thing where they...
Right. What have we got around
I
here?
never don't have my games. Like, see, Monster Hunter Rise is $7.50 right now on PC. I never don't have access to my games on PC. That's the thing. People are like, oh, but you don't actually truly own them. It's like, yeah, I do. You know why? Because I've had a Steam account for like 15 years. And they've never shut it down. Never once. However, my PlayStation 3 games that I purchased, they're gone. Poof. They don't exist anymore. Because PlayStation said, nope, you don't get to get your PS3 games anymore. All the PS3 games that you purchased that weren't physical don't fucking exist anymore. The Steam was out when the PlayStation 3 was out. And Steam was selling games when the PlayStation 3 was out. Steam was selling games when the Wii was out. But you can't re-download your Wii games anymore. You can't even re-download your Wii U games. You can't even re-download your 3DS games anymore. But you can get every game that has ever released on Steam and re-download it again. That if you've bought it, it's always there. So you get better sales. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription fee.
I should write this all down.
And your games are always there. They don't disappear in 10 years. Now, I'm not saying you should only do one thing. I'm just saying if you only had a choice, if you were like, I can only have a PlayStation 5 or a PC, which should I choose? Without hesitation, without reservation, PC. That will be my advice to literally everyone, with no exceptions. Now, you can, when you compare it to, say, something like Nintendo and their consoles, that's different. Nintendo has a unique ecosystem with unique games that are unlike any other platform. They're the only console maker who hasn't abandoned gamers and gone completely fully woke and anti-gamer. They still try to focus on making their games fun, though sometimes they fall short, like in this exciting quest about collecting garbage and working too hard.
Oh, that smells gorgeous.
Hey, you guys, have you seen whoever around? I'm almost done with the pies, and I wouldn't want her to miss out. For real now, we should have gone where we... The only console I'm interested in this generation is the Switch 2. And hey, I already have $100 set aside for it now. So if you're still here, Crispy Bacon, thank you very much. Then we'll go look for her right now. So you just focus on making those yummy fish pies. I'm going to be eating together with everyone today. I know that much. You're joining in? Now that's a cause for celebration, that is. Alrighty, alrighty. Just you wait, Fiona. The fish pies are going to be the best snuffing pies that you'll ever taste. Why is this quest still going on?
Did you miss me, Armu friends?
It's like when they made Colony Moo, they were trying to challenge themselves to make the most boring content in any video game ever made. That's what they did.
Found you, Hildy.
Hildy, So this is where you've been. Yeah, I've been thinking about some stuff. Are you going to be thinking about anything that hasn't already been thought about before in this colony? For almost every side quest that's been done for it? Stuff like, if I was stronger, we'd all be eating our fish pies together, no exceptions. What? Kind of fucking thing is that? Thing is, life's pretty fun at the moment. Every day seems to go by in a blink of an eye, but all good times come to an end sooner or later. And here I am, still weak, still wondering what someone like me can do. I feel like this game and this colony can make a fucking volume depressed. I know how you feel, Hildy. I had been worrying about the same thing for ages. You had? Yeah, in fact, I still do. But all we can do in the end is try. We wouldn't get anywhere without trying. I want you to do what you want to do. I just know that someone here will take notice and be encouraging by seeing you work so hard. I want to be like you. When I'm with you, it makes me want to have a go at anything, do everything I can do to make it happen. That's what I really admire about you. I want to be able to do that, be able to inspire others with what I do. But I think you already do, you know? Your words really help me shine. Shine? I really think that you've got what it takes to become a healer. Would you mind giving it a go? Wait, are you really sure? What one person can do, two people can do, I think. Will you join me? Can we support Colony Moo together? I will. We'll do this together. Do what? Do what? Thank you. I should be thanking you. If anything, I already feel loads better. Now come on, let's head back. Lotus and everyone else are waiting for us. Why are they waiting for you? What the fuck is happening? Everyone's just sad about nothing and then happy about nothing.
Let's get back to the canteen. We don't want to keep Lotus waiting.
So I was over here looking at this grass, and I noticed the grass, it's not always green. Sometimes it's kind of yellow, and that makes me sad. Oh, but it shouldn't make you sad. Sometimes grass is just not green. Really? Yeah, it tries, but it doesn't always do it. Look, you're right. It's trying that really matters. Who cares if the grass isn't green? It's almost green. That's the same. Great attitude. You really inspired me.
Morning already.
Like, what the fuck does she have to be sad about? Was she playing Colony Moo quests or something? Then I could really understand her being depressed and sitting at the fucking side of the thing. Let me summarize the quest so far, by the way, so you guys understand how manically retarded this quest line is. We overheard people having a conversation about a guy wanting to have a conference. Exciting stuff, am I right? So we were compelled to go and talk about our feelings about someone wanting to have a conference. And it was decided that we should then go and talk to, our feelings led us to believe that we should go and talk to the person who was planning to have a conference. I'm not fucking exaggerating. I'm not lying. This is the plot of the quest so far. So we then go and talk up to the person who's planning to have a conference. And when we do this, the guy tells this character with the purple hair that she works too hard. And she's like, yeah, but I want to do more work. I want to help out. So he tells her she can help out by going on patrol and picking up garbage. So we run off and go out on patrol, where we meet someone. And they're like, why are you out here working? You work too hard. And she's like, I know, but I want to work hard because it makes me feel good to make you happy. And they're like, yeah, but it makes us feel bad that you work too hard. And then they all hugged each other because they decided that everything is great because they love each other a whole bunch. So once we finished, that was our patrol, by the way. So once we finished our patrol of love and happiness and hugs, we then went to clear the garbage up. And we went around picking up garbage. I know, exciting side quest. And then we reach a couple of people who are on the last pile of garbage and they're cleaning it up. And they see her and they're like, hey, you work too hard. And she's like, I know, but I want to help out. And they're like, yeah, but it makes us feel sad because you work too hard. And she's like, yeah, but it makes me happy when I can help you. And then they're like, oh, we both love each other a whole bunch. Then I come back to town. And instead of talking to the guy who sent us out on those quests, we have to go find this lady who's sitting over here mournfully looking out at the horizon, who's sad for nothing. She's sad because she isn't doing something, but she doesn't know that something. She wants to do something, but she doesn't know what it is that she wants to do. And that makes her sad. And so the purple-haired girl is like, why don't you do what I do? And she's like, yeah, I really like you, and I really like what you do. And she's like, yeah, so why don't you do what I do? I'm a healer. Why don't you heal? And she's like, that sounds like a great idea. I'm no longer sad. We both love each other now. Yay. Now that I've done all of that, I'm going to return to the canteen so I can talk about my feelings about everything that just happened. That's what we're going to do when we go 160 more meters.
Did you miss me, our new friend?
Aren't Colony Moo quests extremely exciting? And I'm back, and I brought Hildy with me. To be clear, Hildy's the one who was sad because she wanted to do something, but she didn't know what she wanted to do, so she was depressed. That's who Hildy is. Sorry to make you all wait for me. Wow, that looks delicious. Welcome back. The latest lot of pies is almost done. Go take your seats, everyone. Whoa, does that smell good or what? Fish pies, yay, my favorite. Remember, Tallow, you only get one pie like everyone else. I know that. Oh, there'll be seconds for everyone. Don't you worry. Now come on, everyone. Take your seats. You too, Ouroboros. Don't mind if I do. What's wrong? Don't you feel like eating? Nah, I feel like eating. It's just that the moment I started to relax, tiredness suddenly comes over me. I can imagine perhaps you've used up all of your eating energy. Well, if no one's going to eat that pie, I'll just... no pie pinching allowed. Why do I feel lighter? Wait, this is... Here you go, everyone. A healthy dollop of good spirit for you all. So let's summarize what's happened so far. When I went back to talk to Tallow, instead what we did was we decided and talk about our feelings about everything that happened. Instead we went down, we got back here, and instead we're going to eat a dinner. And everyone's about to eat their dinner. And what happens is one or a few of the people are so tired, apparently, that they're incapable of consuming food anymore. Even though they're standing up when everyone else is sitting down. These people are supposedly so tired, they cannot eat food. So, Fiona, being a healer, used her healing powers on them in order to raise their energy level and give them good spirits so that now they can eat food like everybody else. This is an actual fucking quest line in a video game. I've got plenty to go around today, so I thought I'd share some of it. Oh, Fiona, we love you so much. You guys, I'm starting up the next batch of pies. Still got space in your bellies? You bet, Nico does. That's me. Gimme, gimme. That's what I want to hear. Or that's what I like to hear. You guys really do everything as one in Colony Moo. It doesn't seem like there's anything that could tear these guys apart. Hey, Uni, I'll eat your pie if you're not gonna have it. Oh sure, I can offer you a side dish of knuckle sandwich as well if you like a food stealing mutter. I wouldn't mind if we could do this sort of thing more often. Oh, I would fucking mind. Oh fuck yeah, I would mind. I'd have to be fucking put into some kind of insane asylum if I had to do this more often. Hey Mio. Thanks so much for what you said to me on the boat. This motherfucking Colony Moo's side quest is super villain origin story fucking bad. Thanks so much for what you said to me on the boat. It's a pleasure. It's like, hey, supervillain, what made you become a supervillain? I had to play the Colony Moo side quests multiple times back to fucking back. Everyone gasps and completely understands why I became a supervillain. It's a pleasure. I'm just really pleased to see that you're smiling again. And I'm sorry for making you worry over me. Why was people worried? Why did anyone worry over her? Why? What were they worrying about? I still don't fucking know. She was supposedly working too hard, but I never saw her do any work. I don't know if I'd rather do this quest again or go fucking collect stickers again. At least the sticker quest was coherent. This quest is just a jumble of nothing events that don't link to each other. Hey, I thought you had cheered up, Turkenhead. Why, I'm not a Turkenhead. Exactly. You and I know full well that you've grown and become stronger. She has? When? So for crying out loud, have some more confidence in yourself. Lan. Hey, it's nothing to go crying about. That's weird. I didn't know it was possible to cry even when you're feeling happy. You've got to treasure these moments you got. Yeah, thank you, Lan. Anytime I think about how much I care about everybody, I'll be sure to remember today. I'll always remember and treasure this day, no matter. Why? Do you not eat together literally every fucking day? Why is this day different than the others?
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Every fucking time I've been in this colony, the only thing you do is eat together and tell each other how much you love each other.
Oh,
What happened that was different today? I've got to get stronger. After all, if I get taken down first, how am I going to help everyone else? Looks like the conference really took off. That was a conference? So by conference, what they meant was a meal. Was this game translated correctly? Just you wait, today is only the beginning. Talos seems full of beans, and even Mikalia has been helping out recently. She's really changed, you know. I was worried about her since she's so easily swept up in things, good and bad, but it looks like she's overcome her fears. It's quite inspiring.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Fears of what? Is that a skip or you in your step, I see? He. Team Nico's work is going swimmingly. Lotley food is getting even yummier. And Tussie's ranch is thriving. But you know the biggest change of all? Hildy. She's become more like Fifi every day. Her eyes sparkle with enthusiasm. Also, Nico quite a dab hand with supplies now. I even got promoted to squad leader. Nico feels so unstoppable now.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
I realized something after talking to Mio on the ship. I do get along with Aya, but that might be because it's easier to be with her, because she decides everything for me. Hanging with someone because it's easy isn't the same thing as actually enjoying yourself, right? Exactly. So I'm going to try expanding my horizon and talking with more people, not just Aya. I can't go on being unaware of my friends' feelings when they're struggling.
That's how they're doing.
Colony Moose side quest should be reclassified as a war crime. Like the creation of anything this terrible should be like forbidden. Seems like the conference is a talk of the colony right now. Good for you. It was tough but rewarding. It got me all hyped up listening to everyone talk too. Besides, I think I'll be super helpful to have people to consult with right away when things go wrong. I just don't want anyone left to struggle on their own. Yeah, exactly. I think the way you're going, you can pull this off. Yeah, this is a poster talking about laundry duty, by the way. I'm fucking kidding. You can read about laundry duty in this game. In this fucking wonderfully made colony of pure 100% distilled, ultra concentrated depression. Otherwise known as Colony Moo. Where else do I have to go? That was ridiculously long. Diversion of my. I really hope that they don't have any colony move side quests, for the love of God. Every time I think I'm finally done with that fucking colony, they add another one in the game. And then I do it because I might as well. I've almost done all of them anyways, right? I might as well just in hopes of maybe they'll have one more colony move side quest and it'll be like one of the most exciting side quests and really interesting writing and all that stuff. It could happen. I could also wake up this morning, tomorrow morning, and there'd just be $1 million just in my room for some random reason. It could happen. Oh, I think the $1 million thing might be more likely than there being a well-written colony move side quest in my future. All right. To put this game's, they should like make a slice of a little slice of this game where they cut out like almost all the game's content. And just leave in all the most boring aspects of the game. And then they force bad children to play the game before they go to bed. Like, no, I don't want to go to sleep. I want to play video games instead. It's like, okay, well, this is the only video game you can play. And then they play 5 seconds of it and they go into a coma. It's like, no, it was too powerful. My child's in a fucking coma now. You said it would just put them to sleep. He's like, I'm sorry. We underestimated just how fucking boring it was. Pong? You can have fun with Pong. Especially if there's another player. Then there's the variations of Pong, like Breakout. Those are classics. Don't think they'd like Pong. I think if they were given the choice between Colony Moo side quests and Pong, I think they would desperately claw their way to that Pong machine. As the parent behind them is like pushing the Nintendo controller into their hand. Come on, do Colony Moon side quests instead. Like, no, oh God, please, no, no, please. I heard Ragsy attacked the Lost Numbers boat. Yeah, and Dana. We put in all in the work to build the relationship of trust too. We must have heard the ire of the city dwellers now. Earned the ire of the city dwellers now. Earned. Alright. With that, I think that's going to be it for today. I don't think Crispy Bacon's here, but yet again, very much for the massive donation today, Crispy Bacon. I am much closer to the Nintendo Switch today than I was yesterday. And I'm definitely even more excited about the Switch 2 reveal now that I have a Switch 2 fund, which I didn't previously have, so that's awesome. Oh. But like I said, he's probably still not even here anymore. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I hope to see you guys next time I stream, which will be tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. Be there, be square. And take care of yourselves, everybody. All right? Try to get healthy if you can, and stay healthy if you already are. How much did you donate? You weren't here for it? $100. $100, Soren. 100 buckaroonies. Yeah, I know. I thought you were here for that. So it looks like I'm getting a Switch 2 now. It's $100 off. Whatever the asking price is, it's $100 off, right? All right, have a nice night, everyone. Yeah, good luck, man. I hope it works out for you, Soren. Bye, everybody.